Today's test covers cell processes, so make sure that you have test ID A. If you do not have test ID A, make sure you ask your teacher for the correct test version. You can at any time pause this video or rewind the video to hear the question again. Number 1. Which cell structure contains molecules that direct cell activities? A. Chloroplast, B. Mitochondrion, C. Ribosome, or D. Nucleus? Number 2. A lab technician needs to determine whether cells in a test tube are prokaryotic or eukaryotic. The technician has several dyes she could use to stain the cells. 4 of the dyes are described in the table below. Which dye could the technician use to determine whether the cells are prokaryotic or eukaryotic? This first dye, acridine orange, stains DNA and RNA. The second dye, osmium tetroxide, stains lipids. The third dye, called eosin, stains cell cytoplasm, and Nile blue stains cell nuclei. So the question again, which dye could the technician use to determine whether the cells are prokaryotic or eukaryotic? Is it A. acridine orange, B. osmium tetroxide, C. Nile blue, or D. eosin? Number 3. The picture below shows some of the structures in a single-celled organism. The presence of which structure provides evidence that this organism is capable of locomotion? Is it A. flagellum, B. cytoplasm, C. cell wall, or D. ribosome? Number 4. Loriciferans are microscopic multicellular animals that live in various marine sediments. Scientists have discovered genera of loriciferans in a deep-sea habitat that lacks oxygen. Before this discovery, some prokaryotes and some unicellular eukaryotes were known to inhabit anaerobic environments. Among the newly discovered loriciferans is Spinoloricius, which is pictured below. Scientists determined that organisms of the genus Spinoloricius were eukaryotes and not prokaryotes because Spinoloricius cells have A. nuclear membranes, B. cell walls, C. hereditary material, or D. flagella? Number 5. Which of these best describes an organism's ability to maintain the constant internal conditions necessary for life? A. homeostasis, B. adaptation, C. stability, or D. reproduction? Number 6. What structure is absent in the cells of fungi, thereby preventing them from performing photosynthesis? A. nuclei, B. cilia, C. mitochondria, or D. chloroplasts? Number 7. Active transport is different from passive transport because active transport, A. involves ribosomes and Golgi bodies, B. requires the cells to use energy, C. only occurs inside of autotrophic producers, or D. moves molecules from high concentration to low concentration? Number 8. Which of the following correctly describes how a diagram of cellular respiration would differ from a diagram of photosynthesis? A. The cellular respiration diagram would show electromagnetic waves as the final product. B. The cellular respiration diagram would show glucose as the main source of energy. C. The cellular respiration diagram would show energy stored in large protein molecules. Or D. The cellular respiration diagram would show water as the main source of chemical energy. Number 9. Which cellular process takes place in the ribosomes that are bound to the endoplasmic reticulum? A. The synthesis of new proteins. B. The breakdown of waste material. C. The conversion of radiant energy to glucose. Or D. The replication of nucleic acids. Number 10. In animal cells like the one shown above, which organelle is used for storing water? A. Ribosome. B. Nucleus. C. Mitochondrion. Or D. Vacuole. Number 11. A biologist looks at an organism through a microscope. Which of the following observations tells the biologist that the organism is eukaryotic? A. The organism moves with flagella. B. The organism has membrane-bound organelles. C. The organism has a cell membrane. Or D. The organism is unicellular. Number 12. Which cellular organelle is responsible for packaging proteins that the cell secretes? A. Golgi apparatus. B. Cytoskeleton. C. Lysosome. Or D. Cell membrane. Number 13. Proteins are synthesized in which numbered organelle? A. 2. B. 3. C. 4. Or D. 1. Number 14. Which is an example of osmosis? A. Oxygen moving into the bloodstream from the lungs. B. Potassium ions moving in and out of an animal cell. C. Carbon dioxide moving into the leaf cells of a plant. Or D. Water moving into the root cells of a plant. Number 15. Which of these is a characteristic of body cells that require large amounts of energy? A. They have a large number of mitochondria. B. They have a 2-layer membrane. C. They have a supplementary Y chromosome. Or D. They have a storage area for albumin proteins. Number 16. The diagram shows a relationship between photosynthesis and cellular respiration. Which statement best describes the interdependence of photosynthesis and respiration? A. The products of photosynthesis are the same as the products of cellular respiration. B. The reactants of photosynthesis are sugars and oxygen to be used in cellular respiration. C. The reactants of photosynthesis are the products of cellular respiration. And letter D. The products of photosynthesis are carbon dioxide and water to be used in cellular respiration. In this diagram, you have photosynthesis, sugars and oxygen, cellular respiration, water and carbon dioxide, back to photosynthesis. Number 17. The diagram below shows how a paramecium maintains homeostasis. A paramecium normally lives in a hypotonic environment in which water continually diffuses into the cell. To maintain homeostasis, the paramecium must pump out large amounts of water using its contractile vacuole. If the paramecium is then placed in a hypertonic environment, which of the following will occur? A. Salt will be pumped out of the paramecium by the vacuole. B. Water will diffuse out of the paramecium. C. Salt will be pumped into the paramecium by the vacuole. Or D. Water will diffuse into the paramecium. Number 18. Amino acids, sugars, and ions move across the cell membrane. Their movement from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration is accomplished by special proteins in the membrane. Which of the following terms applies to this type of cell transport? A. Active transport. B. Transcription. C. Facilitated diffusion. Or D. Osmosis. Number 19. Why are photosynthesis and cellular respiration often considered opposites? A. Oxygen is produced during photosynthesis and used during cellular respiration. B. Photosynthesis occurs during the day and cellular respiration occurs at night. C. Water is released during photosynthesis and consumed during cellular respiration. Or D. Photosynthesis produces twice as many ATP molecules as cellular respiration does. Number 20. Which of the following sets of organelles can be found in both eukaryotes and prokaryotes? A. Golgi body and vacuoles. B. Ribosomes and cell membrane. C. Nucleus and mitochondria. Or D. Chloroplast and mitochondria. Number 21. Which of the following statements correctly matches a cell part with its function? A. The cell membrane packages lipids for export. B. The nucleus produces energy. C. The mitochondria performs photosynthesis. Or D. The lysosomes digest molecules. Number 22. Which of the following statements correctly states one of the reasons that photosynthesis and respiration are considered opposites? A. Respiration produces glucose while photosynthesis consumes glucose. B. Photosynthesis occurs in prokaryotes and respiration occurs in eukaryotes. C. Respiration releases energy and photosynthesis absorbs energy. Or D. Photosynthesis produces water while respiration requires water. Number 23. Starch turns blue-black in the response of iodine solution. A selectively permeable dialysis sac containing a starch solution is placed into a beaker of iodine solution. If the dialysis sac is permeable only to water and iodine, what will the solutions in the beaker and the sac look like after 2 hours? A. The starch solution in the dialysis sac will turn blue-black. The iodine solution will not change. B. Both solutions will turn blue-black. C. The iodine solution in the beaker will turn blue-black. The starch solution will not change. Or D. Neither solution will turn blue-black. Number 24. A single prokaryotic cell can divide several times in an hour. Few eukaryotic cells can divide as quickly. Which of the following statements best explains this difference? A. Eukaryotic cells have more cell walls than prokaryotic cells. B. Eukaryotic cells are more structurally complex than prokaryotic cells. C. Eukaryotic cells are smaller than prokaryotic cells. Or D. Eukaryotic cells have less DNA than prokaryotic cells. Number 25. A particular toxin prevents cellular production of usable energy. Cells that are affected by this toxin are unable to carry out many of their normal functions. Which of these organelles would be most directly harmed by this toxin? A. The nucleus. B. Mitochondria. C. Ribosomes. Or D. Vacuole.